further ado, I'm happy to introduce Coach Dean Moskowitz. He has over 25 years of martial arts experience, a rock steady boxing certification, and a loving heart with a proven track record of helping those in need. Dean makes the perfect coach for anyone at any level trying to fight back against Parkinson's. Dean has worked with over 150 people with Parkinson's in the last 5 years, and he sees immense benefits from this program. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Coach Dean.
Thank you. My pleasure, Kelly and Eden. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. I hope we can have a successful movement class today. And I know that everyone's going to be at different levels of ability. Some people may not be able to move at all today, depending on how you're feeling. But just give it your best shot. Do whatever you can, seated or standing. I'll try to offer some different adaptive exercises for everyone's ability, and we'll have some fun. One thing for sure, that with Parkinson's, the movement and the exercise is very important, among with other things you do in your routine. So hopefully you guys already have some movement in your routine. If not, this could be a fun way to introduce it. And just give it some time. We're going to do a little warm up. We'll do a little stretch. And then what we specialize in is boxing. We're going to have some fun doing that as well. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Go ahead. You can stand up or have a seat, whatever you feel comfortable with. Maybe have a water nearby for a break when you're ready. And I will try to scroll through and see some of the feedback on the other end if I can see you guys. And once in a while, check in to see what the chat is saying. But let's go ahead. Let's get moving. We'll stand up nice and tall or sit up nice and tall. And we'll get our arms moving first, just a couple of circles here. And try to go at a pace that's sustainable for you and breathing. Good. We have a lot of times with Parkinson's, stiffness, especially in the shoulders. Movement is going to be one of the best ways to help with that stiffness and range of motion. And then, of course, try to hold the best posture throughout the workout. I know it's tough. You can always rest if you need to. Let's go the other way, up and back now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Take a second to check in with yourself and go across and open, moving those arms. So again, everyone's going to respond differently to the workout, but if you give it time, we are hoping that by the end of the workout, you feel better than when you started. Okay, so just keep it moving. Let's go 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A lot of times you have to push yourself through. It's not easy in the beginning. Get turning a little bit. If your back allows you to twist, you do some light twisting. If you have trouble with that or sciatica, you can skip the twist and just move with the arms only instead. Warming up the hips, low back, torso. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to go 2 hands on the hips. Now, this can all be done from seated as well. 1 hand up and over and do a nice stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Stretching is tough in the beginning. We're not warm yet, but we're trying to break into that movement. We're going to do it one more time on each side to give ourselves a nice chance of a good stretch. And switch, other side again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, just an easy one here to roll the wrists. Again, some movements are smaller, some movements are bigger, but we want to keep the whole body moving and free from stiffness. The wrists are part of that. Roll them the other way, roll them in, especially with the boxing. We're going to be using those hands. And open, close the hands a little bit. Just going with some light ones before we get into some harder exercises. 3, 2, and time. Okay, ankles. If I'm standing, I'm going to be really careful. I'm probably going to try and hold the wall, or I'm going to hold a chair. If I'm in the seat, I'm just going to extend my leg out and roll my ankle. Big circles with the toes around. Feel good to get the ankle moving. A little bit into the Achilles and the calf muscle. 3. Any direction you like is fine, just movement. And switch, other leg out and roll the ankle. 1, 2, 3. You can always have a chair nearby to go from seated to standing as you wish. And time. All right, good base here. Excellent. Let's go for a couple of standing push-ups. I'm going to go hands all the way back, forward and back. Some more bigger exercises now. And breathing. If you felt really good, ways you can improve this, push-ups off of the wall or off of a countertop. If you felt like you're really strong and want to progress more, you can do them off your knees on the ground. But I would say start here first and gradually increase. 5 more. 1, 2, all the way out and back. 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. All right, very good. So with my legs out, if I'm standing, I'm going to do a light bend in the knee, a light bend down and up. If I'm seated in that chair, I'm going to be having my back on the chair. I'm going to lean forward, put my weight onto my legs, and I'm going to push back with those legs. So forward and back. If you're standing, a straight back. Let's go. Down and up. Good. So either seated or standing, putting some weight onto the legs, pushing away off the ground. 3 more, 2 more. Make sure we're breathing. And time. Excellent. And then feet together, hands together. I will do a modified jumping jack. So I start by doing a step. Make sure you pick up that leg. Side step, hands back to the center. Let's go to the same side for now. Ready? 1, back. 2, good. 3, 4, and 5. Other side. If my legs weren't working like I like to, I can just go arms only. Other side. 1, make sure you're picking up that foot. 2, do not keep it too close to the ground. Has to come up. 3, 4, and 5. All right, nice job. Shake the arms loose a little bit, move them around. And let's go into those shoulders, up and back. Kind of building and then releasing tension from the neck and the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2. And when I do my neck, I go very slow. If it makes you uncomfortable at all, you can always stop. Little circles with the neck. 1, 2, 3. Very lightly, other direction. 1, 2, 3, and time. Let's go for a little stretch here. If my arm goes out, I bring it all the way across my body, and I pull my elbow and my arm in toward my chest. Good, for 5. Nice tight pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Other arm all the way across the body. I pull the elbow and the arm into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and down. Last little one, hands interlocking, rolling those wrists a bit, and stretching my hands all the way out front. That's a tough one. If you can do more, you're going to bring it up over your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let them down. All right, good. So you're saying, hey, where's the boxing, coach? It's coming. We're going to strengthen ourselves. We're going to get the body ready for those harder workouts to come. So let's go one more time through with the push-ups, with the squats, and those jumping jacks, and we'll get into some boxing. So forward and back for 10. And 1, all the way back. 2. You see from the side, arms are all the way forward, all the way back each time. Full range of motion. This is going to help your back muscles hold a stronger posture, hold you upright. And 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, so with those squats, remember, legs are out. I'm going down and up lightly, pushing away from the floor. If I'm seated, I'm leaning it forward and I'm leaning it back, using those legs. Ready? 1, 2, and just do as many as you can. 3. You guys keep those going. I'm going to take a look at you. Looking good so far. First couple of screens, you guys are doing great. All right, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and time. So if you're seated, quick little trick from the chair. You can probably get away with moving both legs at the same time for a full jumping jack if you're seated. If you're standing and you really feel good, you can do a little hop. Feel free to do a hop, but I like to step as I'm doing it. So let's pick one side and step. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. This is a good one because it works my brain to coordinate the arms and the legs all at the same time. A little bit of multitasking, which can be challenging, but we don't shy away from a challenge. We go for it. 1 more, and time. All right, excellent. Nice deep breath in and out. Okay, the way I like to stretch from standing, my legs are out. If you need help, you put the chair in front of you and you put your hands on that chair and you stretch down, keeping those legs straight. If I'm in the chair, I'm going to sit. I'm going to separate the leg a little bit, and I'm going to stretch down to the center. So however you feel comfortable, stretch it down for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Excellent. All right, we're going to get into a couple boxing moves. We're going to introduce them to you guys. So before I get into that one, when I do the boxing, I like to hold a good fist. Okay, don't squeeze too hard and you're going to get your forearms overtired. Just close that hand and hold the hands in front of the face like a boxer. Imagine what you see on TV, legs apart. And we're going to reach as far out as we can with one arm. As I bring it back, the other arm's going to extend. And I try and twist my shoulders and my torso as well. So it's not only the arms, full body workout. Legs are planted, good balance, and speed that up if you like. And move it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Those are straight punches. Again, if you're seated, same idea from the chair. Now I go across my body, side to side. I'm bending my elbow a little bit, and I'm twisting with the punch. We call these hooks in boxing. Side to side punches. Throwing those hooks. 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Twist in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and rest. If the back hurts you and you can't twist the back, I'm just going to use my arm. No back involved, just using my arm. Hooks, those are the hooks side to side. Now we go uppercut. Hands are going underneath, and you scoop up. One hand comes back and alternate up and back. These are uppercuts. Swing, a little bit of twisting, and let's go 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, as we're waiting, we're going to work our calf muscles. And we're going to breathe and just go up on those toes and down. Up, good balance. This can be done from the chair as well. Take a nice deep breath. And 5, heels off the ground. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it takes time to introduce the movements. Now that we know them, let's go through them. 20 of each, a little bit faster. If you want a harder workout, you move faster. If you want more moderate, you go a little slower. So hands are up. I'm going to go forward, straight ahead, 20. I'm going to count the first 10. You try to count the second 10 along at home. Use your voice muscles. Challenge yourself, work that voice. Everyone count 10. Ready? 1, 2. Count aloud. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Deep breath in. Don't forget to breathe as you're punching. We're going to move side to side with the hooks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Find that rhythm. Keep it going. Everyone count 10 aloud. Ready? 1. Use the voice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Hands underneath. Deep breath in. And the uppercut. Up and back. Work on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Use those voices. Count them 10. 1, 2, 3. Nice and loud. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So what we do on the break time is we keep our feet moving. Either walk in place. You can walk around the room safely. Make sure there's no carpeting or cords, anything you trip on. And if you're in the chair, you can just move those feet. So you want to get your steps in. When we're taking our steps, keep your posture. Take big steps. Don't drag your feet. Right? Pick up those feet and try and heel toe. 10 seconds of walking. Let's walk it around that room. Keep going. I'm just checking, seeing which workout we're going into next. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. All right. So with the legs and with the walking, it's very important we learn to pick up our legs so we avoid things like tripping. Boxing translates very well into my functional life. So I'm going to step from here. My legs are side by side. I'm going to step into my punch and step out of my punch. In the chair, same exact thing. I'm picking up my leg, step, and back. Step, and if you're not comfortable with that, just go at your own pace. We're going to do 10 step punches on one side only. Ready? 1 step punch. 2. And we're coordinating the hand and leg together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Other side. And you breathe as you need to. Break if you have to. Other leg, other arm. 1. Step jab, what we call it. Step jab. 2, 3. Other hand is up. 4. Just keeping it by the guard. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you can step jab, I know you can take a step properly. Walking is going to be easy compared to that. Now I'm going to alternate. I'm going to go one step jab on my left, one step jab on my right, or right and left. Any side doesn't make a difference. Let's breathe before we start. Hands up and alternate. 1, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. All right, shake those hands loose a little bit. We're going to go back to the shoulders for a minute before we start punching a little quicker. I'm going to roll my shoulder out one more time. So I stand here or sit here, one hand on the hip, and the other hand reaches down like I'm grabbing into a basket. I relax the arm and just stir the shoulder around and just get some movement into my shoulder. 5, good. 4, 3, 2. I get my posture back, just checking my posture, other hand on the hip. And then I reach other hand down into that basket and I stir the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's remember what our goal here is. Our goal is to use movement to feel better and to try and lessen our symptoms of Parkinson's. So the whole time in mind, you have to fight with intention. We're here for a good reason. Let's fight hard the whole time. Hands up. My base is side by side. And now I'm punching a straight punch across and a straight punch across and twisting and just getting into that rhythm. And you're going to go for 20 seconds. Let's work that. As much energy as you can put into it. You'll find your energy will fluctuate throughout the workout. When you have those moments of good energy, don't let them pass you up. Go ahead and enjoy them and get them moving. Good, good. Move. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I breathe. And very similar with the uppercut, we're going to take a small water break in a minute or two. I uppercut to the side and I twist uppercut and I'm turning into them. 20 seconds. You want to use those legs, down and up, find the rhythm, good, and move. Coordination at first might be tricky, but you'll get the hang of it. Should be proud that you're trying and just giving it your all. Let's move it and move it. 10, 9, 8, 7, keep breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, very good. You guys are about somewhere between 16 to 20 minutes into your warm-up, your workout. Go get a water break. It's a good time to let the body take a minute, get a small sip of water, and then we're going to resume in about a minute to 90 seconds and go into the second level of our workout here. Very good job. If you don't like the water break, maybe just move, keep the legs moving, go for a walk around that room. Good, couple deep breaths. So at this point, for people who are normally taking my class, I'll say we throw on some boxing gloves. You know, your body's more warm. Maybe you take like a 2-pound hand weight and you continue here with some hand weights. Now that we're warm, we're going to try and push a little bit longer at a slightly higher pace. Again, if you have to tone it down, just go slower. If you want a harder workout, you move faster. Okay, let's get into an exercise. Before we box again, just get those legs, high knees. This is going to help my balance. This is going to work my hip and my lower abdominal strength, and I can do it from the chair and move those arms as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I had to, when my feet weren't moving, I say stomp the floor. That kind of gives my brain something to do. If you really want to, you can run them. It's up to you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, deep breath in. Very good. One more stretch for our neck before we continue. I sneak in little stretches and movements. We're going to stretch down and all the way back up. Neck posture, very important. A lot of times we lose it over the years. Make sure it's strong. Stretch and strengthen on the way up. 2 more. Stretch and strengthen. 1 more. Down and up. And again, if anything's uncomfortable, you just skip it. The neck is an iffy one for some people. Let's go hands back. Now, instead of stepping like I did earlier, I'm going to just stay in that position with one leg in front and one leg in the back. So I'm going to choose my left leg for right now. Touch that left leg. It's in the front. One thing I'm doing is separating my legs. I'm not going to be on a tightrope because that's going to make my balance hard. I separate, one is still in front. In the chair, it's the same thing. One leg is in front, one leg is in the back. Hands are up. Now I strengthen that leg by leaning onto the leg, punching and coming back. Lean forward, lean back. Lean, so you're almost doing a lunge and a jab at the same time. Good, let's go for 5 here. 1, lean forward. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Before I switch feet, I'm going to keep it right here. I'm going to throw a 1-2 punch. I'm going to say 1, 2. I go 1, 2. So it's left and then right, and we count together. 1, 2. Bring them in. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Try to lean forward and back. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, and back. A little quicker. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, 3 more. 1, 2, 2 more. 1, 2, 1 more. 1, 2, rest. All right, we start switching those feet over. So I'm breathing and I'm not putting my right leg touching it. So just like make sure I got my right leg in the front, left leg in the back. And remember, before we throw 2, we just start with 1, my right hand. I lean in, lean out, and jab. Lean into it. Jab. Both hands up like a boxer. Everyone's looking great. From what I can see on the video on the other end, you must have boxed before once or twice. And 1. Good. 2. And 3. And 4. Good jab. 5. All right, that leg's working. Now I'm going to step in or lean in. Right, left, bring them in. 1, 2. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2. Good balance. 1, 2. A little quicker. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. 3 more. 1, 2. 2 more. 1, 2. 1 more. 1, 2. Time. All right, legs side by side. I'm going to let the legs relax. Just kind of kick them loose a little bit. Just shake them loose. If you want, you can hold the chair. You can pick up the legs, stir it around by the knee a little bit. This will work your balance indirectly as well. And the other side, I pick up, I stir it around a few times. And now I'll get into the hooks. With the hooks, I'm going to choose to stand side by side for right now. When I do this, I want to make sure my weight is not back on my heels and I'm moving back. So what I do, I bend the knees and a slight lean forward. Normally when we walk around, I wouldn't say to walk like that, but for boxing, it's okay just for right now. So I'm not back on my heels. I'm going to twist hook, hook, bring them into the center. Ready? 1, 2, and center. Twist. 1, 2. Keep those stomach muscles strong as you're twisting. Use your core to twist. Good. 1, 2, and I pause. 1, 2, 5 more. 1, 2, 4 more. 1, 2, 3 more. 1, 2, 2 more. 1, 2, 1 more. 1, 2, and breathe. Good. So we're taking a small break just to catch the breath. You walk in place. You walk around the room. Or if you really want to work hard, you're jogging. Everyone's at a different level of ability. And also for me, some days I feel better, some days I don't. So how you're feeling in this moment is how you're going to go ahead and proceed. Walk, step, or jog for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, good. Legs back to side by side. My hands are underneath. And I'm scooping up, 2 uppercuts, and bringing them in. Let's go 2 uppercuts. 1, 2, bring them in. Nice and quick, bring them in. Sharp punches back to center. 1, 2, uppercuts. 1, 2, 5 more. 1, 2, 4 more. 1, 2, 3 more. 1, 2, 2 more. 1, 2, 1 more. 1, 2, rest. All right, very good. So we kind of introduced the basics. You guys know the movements at this point. We're going to do some combinations to work ourselves cognitively and start connecting the brain to the body a little bit more. If I went straight in the beginning for 2, the one I'm going to follow with is hooks for 2. And then I'm going to finish up for 2. So now I kind of have to be one step ahead and thinking about that next one. Let's introduce it again. Forward, 1, 2. Side, 1, 2. And up, 1, 2. If you mess up, just start again. No big deal. Forward, 1, 2. Side, 1, 2. Up, 1, 2, and find that rhythm. Forward, 1, 2, side, 1, 2, and up, 1, 2, and hold. 1, 2, straight, 1, 2, side, 1, 2, up, and hold. Ready? 1, 2, straight, 1, 2, side, 1, 2, up. And now we're going to count 1 through 6 without stopping. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6. Start again. Forward. 1, 2, side, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, and hold. Ready? Go. 1, 2, side, 3, 4, up, 5, 6. Looking good, boxers. One more. 1, 2, side, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, and rest. All right, very nice. Walk it out for 10 seconds. Get those legs moving. We're doing great. Take a little breather if you need to. All right, perfect. You guys are going to start at this point, if we can, okay, taking it just one notch higher. If you have that cardio ability, you want to try and work a little bit harder for these next 10 minutes, okay? So let's take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. All right, so we're going to go with a side step now. Just like we did with that jumping jack earlier, make sure you're picking up your leg. No dragging that leg. I'll trip like that. So pick it up with the hands, plant it, come back. With the hands coming with me, a boxer is dodging that punch, coming back. Dodge to the side, come back. And 3, hands moving with you. 4 and 5. Other side like a boxer, step it out. 1 with the hands. 2, strong legs. 3 and 4 and 5. And now I'm alternating. Once to my left, once to my right for 10. 1 step, 2 step, 3 can be done from the chair as well. 4, 5, 6, lean with it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. So how am I going to start using a punch for this one? Might look a little tricky here, but I'm confident you guys will get it if you go slow at first. If I step with my right leg, I'm going to punch with my left hand. And I'm going to come back to the center. Perfect. You made it look easy. It's not easy. So I'm going to go again. That side for 5. Step, punch, come back. Step, punch. Same side right now. 1 for 5. 2. Good. 3 and 4 and 5. Very good. If I step with my left leg, I'm punching with my right hand. Coming back. Ready? Step, punch. Take a second to find it. Step, punch. 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. All right, that's good. It's working both sides of the brain at the same time. Very tough to do. Take a deep breath in. And let's try our best to move those feet very fast. If I'm standing, I'm going to jog it out. If I can't do that, I'm stomping the floor. If I'm seated in my chair, I'm going to tap the floor as fast as I can with those feet. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sometimes I give myself a thought to kind of cue myself. I say, I'm on hot sand. Hot sand. I got to move my feet. The floor is hot. Hot coals. Gives my brain something to think about. Will cue me. And time. All right. Deep breath in. We're doing great. Now we're going to go with that movement without the step. So you stepped and moved the body. This time with a wide base, I'm just going to shift my weight from side to side. I'm loading weight onto my leg and off of that leg. And kind of springing side to side. Again, working the legs, working my core strength by moving my body side to side. And if you feel comfortable, you start speeding it up, moving like a boxer side to side. Let's go for 10. Hands got to come with you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever pace you're comfortable with. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, deep breath in. I sound like a broken record, reiterating to take a deep breath. Sometimes when we do these, we hold our breath and tense up a little bit. So once you get the hang of it, you'll breathe throughout the workout. But until then, I will remind you. Let's go back to that one. I'm going to move 4 times. Side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now punch. 1, 2, 3. Back to movement. Side, 2, 3. And punch it. 1, 2, 3. That's our rhythm. 4 and 4. Move. 2, 3, 4, and punch. 2, 3, and move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and punch. 2, 3, 2 more and move. 2, 3, 4, and punch. 2, 3, 1 more. Keep breathing. 2, 3, and punch. And 1, 2, 3, and time. All right, catch your breath as you're resting. I'm going to explain the next one. This is getting toward the end of the harder part of the workout. Then we give time to cool down, to stretch, and I like to do balance at the end. So if my camera, my screen, and my computer is up here, I'm going to step away. I'm going to go 3 or 4 or 5 feet back. If I'm in the chair and I'm not moving anywhere, when I move on my feet, we're going to simulate that in the chair by moving those legs, like you're walking or running. So you can walk, power walk, or jog from the back of your room up to your screen. When you get there, you're going to throw 10 punches as quick as you can, and you're going to safely turn around, walk back, and we're going to do it again. So we're going to try 5 rounds of that. So give yourself room. We're now incorporating a start and a stop, which is good for our brain as well. Ready? Go. Bring it up, start, and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walk it back. If you're comfortable walking backwards, you can. I don't recommend it at first. I say turn and walk until you feel comfortable. Set number 2. Jog it up, walk it up, 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 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it back. If you wanted to increase it, you could go as much as your room allows you to. At least 5 feet of movement here. And up, move it up, move it up, move it up, move it up, and punch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next 2 rounds are going to be 10 hooks. Remember, the hooks go side to side. Ready? Jog it up. Let's go. Move it up. Walk it up. Jog it up. And hook. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. One more like that. You guys are working hard. I'm impressed. Ready? Go. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and time. Very good. Walk it off. Give yourself 30 seconds to rest. Take a little sip of water if you need to. Every time I swipe, I'm just checking your time. You guys are going to go 1 or 2 more hard rounds of boxing, and then we slowly kind of transition into some other exercises. Okay, so as I'm walking, I'm just breathing in the nose, out the mouth. 1 more. In and out. Very good. Okay, so the last 2, I'd like you to do freestyle boxing. You might not be an expert just yet. Maybe it's your first time. Maybe you've done it before. But be creative and mix different movements together. It could be forward, it could be up. If you don't know what you're doing, just have some fun with it. More than welcome to keep it flexible and just move as you please. We're going to go 20 seconds. I'm going to count the first 10. You guys count the second 10 aloud at home. Ready? And mix it up. Go. All different punches. 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Faster than that. Keep it up. Remember, it's last 2 rounds here. Gotta work hard. Count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Depending how you're feeling. You're walking, or you want to take advantage of the workout. We've already started to move. Give it a jog. If I can't jog, if my legs don't respond, I move the arms in place. I'm just doing whatever my body allows me to do. Okay? Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. And we take a deep breath in and out. All right. This time again, I encourage you to go high, punch low, punch to the sides, try and mix it up, get creative for 20 seconds. I count the first 10, you count the second 10. Ready? And punch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give yourself a hand. Very nice job. All right. From this point, we're going to cool it down a little bit. Okay. You guys are passing somewhere like 35 minutes of work so far. So right now we're going to cool down a little bit. We're going to stretch, and we're going to work a little bit of balance at the end. Balance is important for everybody, no matter where you're at. So to start movement here, I go legs to the side, I just reach, twist, reach, twist. Very similar to what I did in boxing, still working my core, but I'm slowing the movement down. And just kind of gradually letting my body know we can take it down a notch here. And one. You spend the time to do a good warm-up, you got to spend the time to do a cool down. Don't want to shock the body. That goes both ways, warm up and cool down. Keep going. Sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I do something that's tough to conceptualize the first time you do it. You roll your elbows out. You bend and roll. And I'm trying to use my elbow joint, right? Bend at the arm and roll. Good. So all the joints in our body are going to be working, especially when we punch. There's a lot going on with the elbow as we extend the arm. We want to kind of gently massage that elbow joint by moving it this way. And now outward. Move them outward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Deep breath in. Then lightly on my neck, I'm going to turn. This is tough for a lot of people. The neck gets very stiff. Turn and look over one shoulder. And turn and look over the other. Go slow with this one. This will strengthen your neck muscles. It's a good time to do it now because we're warm and probably less stiff than we started. If there's any strain or pain, you can always stop and try it again next time. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Let's go back to those legs. We're going to do those calf raises again. So feet are together, up on the toes, and down. Hold the chair or the wall if you need help. Up and down. And when I'm seated, keep going. I'm doing the same thing. My heels are coming off the ground and down. And it's kind of flexing my calf muscles, working my ankles and my Achilles. Again, we're doing movement, but we're cooling down at the same time. 3, 2, 1, and down. Excellent. All right, back to those hands. I'm going to interlock. Let's see if we can get a deeper stretch than when we started. Gonna go out and up. The difference this time, now that I'm up, I'm going to try to go over a little bit. That's a tough one to do in the beginning. Now maybe we have a better chance. Other side, over. And let them down. Good. One more stretch for the arm. The tricep can get tight. We don't ever stretch these muscles. So I'm going to reach up and back behind my head. This, for me, because of my shoulders, is already stretching me. If you need more of a stretch, you take your hand and push that elbow back. Or maybe you're really flexible. You can pull your arm down from the top. That's a hard one. I just like to hold it there. Maybe lean with it and bring it down. Good. Other side, up and back. I'm going to try to scratch the back, my upper back, and I can push from here, or I can just lean, get a stretch from my elbow all the way down. 3, 4, 5, and down. Again, if you have pain ever, it's better to just skip it and not push through the pain. But stiffness and soreness and tightness, we do work through those things. So you got to identify, am I being sore right now or stiff, or is there pain? And it's kind of good to listen to the body and see where you're at with that. Let's go legs out to the side, a little bit wider than before. And just like earlier, we stretch again. We stretch down. If you need help, put a chair in front of you or do it from the chair. Safety first. Make sure you're balanced. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up slow. All right, that's a nice cool down. Now we're going to work a little bit on balance. Balance is a tough one for everybody. I would say if you're in the chair, just mimic the exercise as much as you can from the chair. If not, put a chair next to you, and that's going to help us right now. So if I'm standing, I'm going to touch my right leg. I'm going to put that right leg far back, just like I did in the fighting stance, even a little further, okay? Now I can go on a tightrope. Earlier I said not to when we box. Now we're intentionally working our balance. The legs are in a line. This is already going to work my balance. Pretty tough right here. If you can, hands to the center and lean it forward over that front leg. If you need help, hold the chair. Okay, this is step 2. If this is the most you can do, hold it here. You want to try a little harder, step 3, hands out to the side and hold. If you're a master at the balance right now, the back leg's going to come up on the tippy toes and possibly even off the ground or just on those tippy toes. And back. Good. I'm going to hold it there. I'm going to try one more time. And if I'm on the chair, I'm just going to put one leg in front. I'm going to lean forward and load my weight onto my leg, strengthening that front leg. Hand center. Position 2, hands out. If you want, back leg go on the tippy toes. If you feel really good, try to take it off. Oh, I'm not ready. I put it back down and hold 3, 2, 1, and back. All right, good. Step it up. These are challenging. They're not supposed to be easy, especially at the end of a workout. To do it safely, move the chair to the side and get ready to take my left leg, step my left leg all the way back. Remember, this is the first step. I'm showing you guys how you can progress, but this right here is already working my balance. This is not a typical position to be in, so you're already working your balance. If you want more, hand center, lean forward over that leg. You want to go one more, hands out to the side, and back leg can go up on those tippy toes or teeter off the ground and back down as needed. Think about like a figure skater holding a nice pose and back. All right, it's a tough one. One more time. Don't expect to be really great at these instantly. Takes time, but we are working that balance muscle. Forward again, hands center. Hands out if you like. Tippy toes, back leg. And off the ground if you want to. 3, hold the chair if you need to. That's fine. 2, 1, and down. All right, very good. Take them loose. So things that you can do, I know balance is not easy for everybody. If you're going to do the boxing, just being on your feet and moving and punching, that's already going to work your balance a whole lot, I promise you. These are just things to really try and push us and challenge us a little bit more at the end. That's a good way to work out with a warm-up, some stretching, some strength. The boxing is going to work those core muscles, your posture, your cardio and aerobic. The more we get the heart rate up, the more dopamine we're going to produce in the brain to help with those symptoms. And at the end, I like the balance. Before I finish my workout, I do some deep breathing to really let my body know it's time to recover and relax. My hands go on the side, very similar to yoga. I breathe and inhale the hands up. And I exhale and let them fall down on the side. Take as deep of a breath as you can. Let the body know it's time to relax. In and out. One more. In and out. And time. Give yourself a hand, you guys. Very nice job. That's an excellent workout. Let me see exactly how long we went on that one. You guys did like 42 minutes, 43. Typical workout for me is about 45 minutes. So you almost got the whole thing, a few minutes shy of that. Okay, but very good job. We'll open it for questions if you guys like.
We do have a question. Somebody asked, do you have any exercises for a weak arm?
Oh, good question. So the way that it was asked, I assume it's just one arm and not both arms.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very, Patricia, that's very typical for Parkinson's to have a left side or right side weakness. All these exercises are going to help with that. What I'm trying to do is if I'm doing something with my left and right, for instance, like a push-up, okay? I'm going to show you from the side. If it's my left arm, you're going to see this a lot of times. The right arm's pushing, the left arm's not doing as much. I'm going to try and match those sides. So I try to tell my left side, do as much as my right side and force that arm to move. And every time you do the exercise, it's, somewhat meticulous, but you have to consciously put effort on that left side because you need the help there. All the exercises we did, the boxing, as I said, I'll incorporate hand weights a lot of times. Those are going to help. Any kind of strength training like hand weights, resistance bands, right? Those movements in the air with the arms will all strengthen your arm, okay? But I would say I encourage you to move that arm as much as you can every day. When you don't, unfortunately, it's going to decide to get weaker. So the more we work it, our brain is going to signal that arm to stay strong. And I know it's discouraging because it doesn't work the way you want it to. You have to push through. You have to move it every single day. I'm going to move this arm any way I can. YouTube exercises, do mine, any exercise, physical therapy, just keep it moving. Don't stop moving it, Patricia, okay? Keep it moving.
And then you had talked about kind of pushing through soreness but not pain. Can you kind of tell us a little bit more about that? Like when you're sort of like, you need to strengthen something, you need to build it up versus, okay, you're in pain, we need to stop.
Good question. So with the Parkinson's especially, in the beginning of your workout, or maybe in the morning, you're going to have a tough time, right? You're going to be stiff, you're going to be sore, your body's going to feel like you're stuck in wet cement, very hard to move. This is what I've been told. Right? I don't have Parkinson's, but working with people, that's what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to say, oh my God, I can't do it. My arm's not moving. Maybe I shouldn't do it. That's the opposite. You have to push through. You have to force yourself to move. If it feels like you're stuck in wet cement, move it until it gets better. Typically 5, 10, 15 minutes after forcing yourself through it or letting a coach push you through a workout, that's going to improve those symptoms. Okay. If you're doing something and there's a shooting pain, a sharp pain, it feels like, 8 or 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, something doesn't feel right to you. It's not typical. Maybe it's a good idea to look into that. Typical areas are shoulders and lower back. Okay, shoulders and lower back and neck. I want to be very careful with those areas. You don't want to make it worse. But again, if it's stiffness, you don't want to mistake that for pain. And it's kind of going to be a learning process for you. But again, if it's like a shooting sharp pain, that's probably something you want to be careful with. But if it's just a general stiffness, feeling like you're stuck in that wet cement, you want to move through as much as you can. Weakness, I have some clients that tell me they can't move their neck to the side unless they push their head with their hand. That's just weakness. That's not an injury. You want to push through and strengthen. So it's a very hard thing to answer. But again, if it feels like it's out of the ordinary and, my back, I can't move, my back's hurting me, don't overdo it that day. If it's just stiffness, work through it. General rule of thumb, move a couple times, see if it's improving. I tell myself, it's a long answer. Is it better, same, or worse? If it's better, you're going in the right direction. If it's same, you're probably still going in the right direction. If it's worse, don't continue doing it. So I start off and I feel something, better, same, or worse. If it's better, good. If it's same, also good. If it's worse, you're going to stop and move on to something else. That's a good rule of thumb.
So Patricia also asked, when having your students punch, and this is funny because I remember when I would do rock steady boxing, how many combinations do you typically ask? And I remember sometimes thinking like, it was almost like a workout for my mind when they would like throw. He's like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. And it was gonna be like a jab cross, 2 uppercuts, and you get going. Like, do you have like a certain amount where you kind of say, I only give 2 combinations at a time, or how do you do that?
So it gets really tough, even with me when I was boxing professionally, learning those combinations, like, oh my gosh, I have to remember to do this and that, and it's a lot to remember. I like to give 1 combination at a time, meaning whatever the move is, I'm going to give you time to learn it, right? And then we're going to go ahead and move through it. I tend to stay more on the simple side because I don't want to let it interrupt your exercise. At the end of the day, if you want to work the brain, there's exercises we can do only for the brain, and we can get more in depth with those. I keep it on the simple side. What we did today, we did straight for 2, side for 2, up for 2. That was like 6 punches in a row. Probably wouldn't go more than 6 punches in a row, something like that. 2 or 3. If you're looking for more work and harder exercises, then you can always ask for them and they can be given. But when there's so many students, I don't want anyone to feel lost, confused, or held back. I have to keep it simple so everyone can move along through the workout. At the end of the day, even if you're just doing straight punches, there's no combination there. If you're doing it really fast, you're going to get a great workout. And that's where the benefit is seen, is with the good workout. Working our brain is a plus, but the harder we work, the better we're going to feel. So I'm all about giving the exercise, and the combinations are added bonus. So I like to stay on the simple side if you're asking me personally. Every coach is different though. I see some classes, it's unbelievable. It's like a whole choreography. So it depends on the coach.
And then Kelly put in the chat boxing with Coach Dean Moskowitz virtual and in-person classes, and she put the link in the chat. Can you tell us a little bit about joining the classes?
So in person, I know it's, we're all over the place. We're here in Los Angeles. We have like 5 classes a week we're offering. We also do private sessions. and I can send a flyer for our in-person. Over Zoom and online, we have quite a few people doing it around the country, and we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 workouts a week. I'm doing the live workouts 7:30 a.m. Pacific time, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you can't catch the live workout similar to today, it's recorded, and that recording is sent out, and you can watch it on your email anytime. So really quickly, just so you know, and we're transparent, I wish I could do it for free like this wonderful group. I charge a fee for that. And for our online program, it's $100 for the whole month. And you get to be doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you get 3 workouts a week. It's like 12 plus workouts a month, which is less than $10 a class. In person is in LA in Woodland Hills. I saw someone ask in the chat, Woodland Hills. And if you're familiar, there's a big Kaiser in Woodland Hills off DeSoto. I can see the Kaiser from my parking lot right now. So I'm just across the street from Kaiser. So Kaiser and Woodland Hills on DeSoto is where we're located. And we have a very big, beautiful gym. A lot of people come here. It's a great time. So I encourage you guys to stay moving. You know, if there's any more questions, I'd be happy to answer. But it's not boxing. Make sure it's something. You know, walking is good. Dance is good. Physical therapy is good. Anything that you enjoy, that you can see yourself doing long term, is what you want to do. And I feel for the boxing, it's a fun way to do it. You don't get bored. Always introduce new things. And remember, the harder you work out, the better you're going to feel. So it's always a good thing to remember.
Somebody had recently said the best exercise is the one you'll do. And that really stuck with me.
That sticks with me too. Especially for me. You know, I'm a lifelong athlete. And if it's not something I enjoy, even if they tell me it's good for me, I'm going to find reasons not to come, you know? So if I enjoy it, I'm going to go out of my way to go. And whatever you enjoy, I recommend to stick to it like it's your job, because it's going to help you feel better.
Okay. And then I'm just adding this in the chat. You can go to the website to get in contact with Coach Moskowitz, because Patricia's with PCLA, so she wants to be able to pass this along.
Yes, you guys can do that. You can also just email me directly if it's easy for you. My email is this right here, boxingforbalance@gmail.com. Very easy. I'm also on the directory for Rocksteady Boxing in San Fernando Valley. We are called Rocksteady Boxing San Fernando Valley. But this one is easy to get in contact. It's boxingforbalance@gmail.com. I see it in the chat, so stop with the shirt. But yeah, you guys, if you have any questions, happy to answer them. You saw what a workout's going to be like with me, and if you feel good from it, you can always try another 1 or 2, try a month, see what you think. I'm very flexible and all about helping you guys first, and then business second. So happy to be here.
Thank you so much for a wonderful, wonderful workout. I don't know about everyone else, but I personally feel wonderful and I'm seeing smiles. So I'm thinking other people are feeling wonderful too. We have a tradition here at PMD Alliance, our wave of gratitude. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today and give us your time. And I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon. Bye, everyone.
All right, thank you. Good job.
Bye.